Sports people, my name is Raymond Akbar, and it's my pleasure welcoming you to Sports Update this lively Saturday from the studio of News Express Nigerian Television, Lagos, Nigeria. A lot of interesting developments as far as Euro leagues are concerned, from the Bundesliga to the French League and to English Premiership down to the Italian Serie A. It's a loaded weekend of top football action. For instance, in the English Premiership, this lovely Saturday, it will be Leicester City that will be hosting Liverpool, the former champions of the EPL, that are really struggling at the moment. Manager Jurgen Klopp says it's not really comfortable with how things have been going, and of course, will be comfortable when they are just slipping down the ladder. They have this option of having new signings like Ozone Kobok and of course Ben Davies, who will be making their debut or expectedly against Leicester City, that have had some encouraging results in recent time. Leicester's boss Brendan Rodgers says he expects Wilfred Ndidi, the Nigerian international, to be on parade as far as this afternoon's confrontation against Liverpool is concerned. Kelechi Iheanacho, who scored a goal for Leicester City over the week, is still waiting on the wings. He might get an opportunity of proving himself as far as this game against Liverpool is concerned. Crystal Palace and of course Burnley will also be in action this Saturday. A tricky fixture, if you ask me. While Manchester City, that are on top, will take on visiting Tottenham Hotspur in another Saturday fixture in the EPL. Robin Dance and of course Fernandinho a big dance for Manchester City as far as this encounter is concerned. Just like Tottenham Hotspur is also not certain of some key players as far as this confrontation is concerned. For instance, Jose Mourinho, the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, is saying that he's surprised over the recent injury of Gareth Bale. But Harry Kane is available for him against Manchester City, that are really flying high at this period of the league. Brighton will take on Aston Villa in another testing encounter this Saturday. But tomorrow it will be Southampton taking on Wolves, and Southampton, it will be recorded, lost to Newcastle 3-2 last weekend, and they'll be hoping to at least do something positive for themselves in this encounter against Wolves. West Brom will take on Manchester United, that are itching to be on top. But of course, that 3-3 draw with Everton has been seen as a monumental setback for the boys of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But let's see how it goes against West Brom, that are quite ambitious this season. Under pressure, London Gunners Arsenal will be home to Leeds United in another fixture. Testing one of that, Arsenal is embattled. No good result in the recent time for Mikel Arteta. He knows this is the time to really up his game. It's been confirmed that Thomas Partey and of course Kieran Tierney would miss this encounter against Leeds United. No thanks to injury. Everton, after that exciting 3-3 game against Man United, will be taking on Fulham in another fixture for Sunday. While on Monday, Chelsea will be home to Newcastle, that beat Southampton 3-2 last time out. And manager Steve Bruce is under pressure still, and he is hoping that threats from supporters over how it has been for his team in recent time will not really be realized. In fact, he said his life is under pressure, that there's been some death threats coming from supporters of Newcastle. But for Chelsea and that new manager, I talk about Thomas, he has been quite optimistic, and the German Tuchel is hoping to really consolidate against Newcastle. Good results they've had under Tuchel, and let's see how Chelsea goes in this encounter. Tammy Abraham, who was on target in the FA Cup against Barnsley, might still be relied upon in Sunday's game against Newcastle. West Ham will take on Sheffield United, so in a very testy encounter again in the EPL. But there will also be drama in the Italian Serie A. For instance, Torino will take on Genoa today, while Napoli, that is currently fifth on the log, will take on Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo will be very much on ground, and you can't count on him for goals as far as football is concerned. And the manager talking about Andre Pirlo is under pressure because he wants to move to the number one position but AC Milan is not making things smooth for him. For Napoli, Victor Osimhen, the Nigerian international, said not to be 100% fit, but of course this is his opportunity of being on parade again and distinguishing himself. Especially I will take on AC Milan. Milan are the leaders, and the leaders want to really consolidate their position because they know that other things are breathing on their neck. AS Roma and Udinese will clash on Sunday, while Sampdoria and of course Fiorentina will also be on the battleground on Sunday. Crotone and Sassuolo is another fixture that is bound to be very, very interesting. Inter will take on Lazio, while Cagliari and of course Atalanta will be in action too. Just as we just confirmed that the newcomer Quadro Asama says he's happy at Cagliari and set to give his best as he fights out against Atalanta. Monday Night Football in the Italian Serie A, we'll see Valencia take on Parma. So a lot of drama, a lot of fun as far as Euro football is concerned, and you can be sure football will always be the winner at the end of 90 minutes of these confrontations. From Lagos, and Raymond Akbarwe reporting for News Express Nigeria Television.